On this particular problem, it says Javion designs a tent for his new pug puppy, and the front is shown below. So we have our front of our tent here. He had to make sure to leave a door for her to get out of the front. How much material will he need for the front of the tent once he's cut out the door? So we're going to need to find the area of these figures. So when we're looking for area formulas, we're going to go to our start chart. And the first shape we see is a triangle. So we're going to have base times height divided by 2. That's the same thing as 1/2 base times height. And then we see that we have a rectangle inside. So we're going to do base times height for that one. So we're going to do our triangle first. So our base and our height are 28 and 28. So we're going to do 28 times 28, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Our placeholder. 4, 5. We add that up. 4, 8, and 7. Now we've done this step, but now we need to do the bottom. So we need to divide it by 2. So we're going to put 784 inside the house and 2 on the outside. So 2 goes into 7 3 times. Bring on to 8. 2 goes into 8 9 times. Bring down our 4, and 2 goes into 4 2 times. So the area of our triangle is 392. I'm going to put that up here so I don't lose it. Now we're going to do our rectangle. So we're going to do 21 times 7. So that is 7 and 14. So this is 147. So he's going to have this triangle and he's going to cut this out. So that means we're going to take 392 and subtract 147. And we cannot subtract here, so we regroup. This is 5, 4, and 2. So he's going to need 245 square inches of fabric in order to complete his tent for his pup. Now we're going to do what is the composite area of the shape below. So once again, we have shapes and areas. So let's go back over here. We have our star chart. We see we have a rectangle. So we go to rectangle. It's base times height. We see a triangle over here. A triangle over here. So we're going to look for our formula for triangle. It's 1/2 base times height. So I'm going to write that as base times height, and we're going to divide it by 2. When we do the rectangle, it's just base times height. So we're going to do 8 times 6, which is 48. And then we come over here, and it doesn't look like we have a height here, but we look, the opposite sides are congruent and parallel, so this is 6 feet also. So we're going to do 6 times 6, which is 36. That's the step. But now we have to divide by 2. So 36 divided by 2. That goes in 1 time. Bring that down. 2 goes into 16 8 times. So we know that our triangle is 18, our rectangle is 48. Composite means to add them. So we're going to do 48 plus 18, 16, so 66 square feet. This problem says that radius of a tractor tire is 2.5 feet. When a tire makes a complete rotation, it is equal to the tire circumference. What is the distance it will cover in one rotation? So the first thing we need to do is draw our circle to make sure we know what we're given. This is the radius is 2.5. I know if I do my R, it's a small letter. So 2.5 is the radius. The question talks about the circumference. We know that when we have circumference, we can do our CDR chart. So we're going to draw that out and then fill it in. This says radius R is 2.5. So we're going to put 2.5 here and here, and we can complete it across, but I know that 2 of these go here. So 2.5 plus 2.5 gives us 5, which puts 5 in each of these. 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 15. So the approximate circumference is going to be 15 feet. Now, if you want a more precise answer, we're going to go to our star chart and we find circumference. We were given the radius, so we're going to go to the R. So we're going to use 2 pi r. That would be C equals 2 pi r. We would do 2 times, this is 3.14 times 2.5. So then over here, we actually already did 2.5 2 times, so this and this equal 5. times 3.14. And I need to rewrite that so we can see it nicely lined up. We have 20, 7, and 15. So the more exact answer would be 15.7. So when we do these, this is the estimate and this is the more precise. Now we have a helicopter blade is 10 feet long, making it the radius of a circle. What is the area they cover when spinning? So I'm picturing the blades make a circle, and it says that they're 10 feet and that it's the radius. And I know my radius is the short line, so 10. So there's my picture. The question is asking for the area. I know that if we do our CDR chart, that CDR, A is not on there. So I'm going to go to my formula chart. A for area. I'm going to look here, find circle. And I see that it is A equals pi r squared. So A equals pi r squared. This little 2 means r times r, so I'm going to write that again as r times r. For the pi, we're going to use number 3. Then the radius is 10 times 10. I know this is 100. This would be 300. If you want a more precise answer, you can do 3.14 times 10 times 10, because that's the actual value of pi. So we'd have 3.14 times 100. When we multiply by 100, we really move our decimal over 2, so it would be 314. This estimate's a little bit less close because of the fact that we're multiplying so many times, but it is still a reasonable answer to the more precise answer.